Hey guys, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James, and today we have an extra video on the brand new, coming soon F-18C model in the Blue Angels livery of our new 90mm Freewing jet. We got Patrick Crosdale with us. He did the flight review of the F-18, been flying it like crazy. But the goal of this video is, obviously in our announcement video, we had said the flight time on your F-18 is anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes. Some people, calling us out on that, if you will. We landed every flight on a 5006S, our Admiral pack, between 4 minutes 30 seconds and 5 minutes. But the reason we said that is because you can fly larger packs. And now Admiral just came out with the new Admiral Pro. We have a 6006S. We didn't have it when we initially did these videos. We probably, now that we've flown it on this, we probably would have just flown it there for longer flight times. But he just put it down. We were a little low. We just did a flight. He put it down. We're about 3.7 on the cells. Yeah. But you were well over almost 6 minutes. And he was just flying his way. So the goal of this video, you saw Stuart just did a video where he did a straight on comparison. So check that one out. Between the 5,000, 6,000, he was full throttle, just going to LVC. The goal of this is, obviously, we wanted Patrick again because he's going to fly the same style he was flying for all the videos you've seen, the flight review, that raw flight, where he comes down between 4 minutes and 30 and 5 minutes. And we hope to come down, obviously, between 5 minutes and 30 and 6 minutes and have that same 3.8, that storage charge is where you'd like to be, so you're not hurting your lipos. So Patrick, real quick, just explain to people how you do. Obviously, you don't do your timer standard, I guess. He probably does it a better way than most of us do. We just put on a straight timer, most people. They fly when the timer hits, they know to land, and your batteries, at least with me, my batteries are different. If I was a little heavy on the throttle, my pack might be at 3.7. If I was being easier that day or that flight, it'd be at 3.8. But you go with what you call, I don't know if that's standard, useful throttle time. Yeah,
it's just something that, just a term I put into it is as I've got the throttle above 25%, the time is counting down. As I go below 25%, the time stops counting. So I'm always getting more flight time than what's on my radio. But it allows me to just kind of have a general idea of where the battery is in its life.
I like that better. It seems it's something that I don't want to do it yet. Like, it's the type of thing I got to go out, get some flights, get used to it, because I wouldn't suggest just jumping on that. But that is a setting in a Spectrum radio, and I know it's on FR Sky, and probably any transmitter will do that sort of timing. But let's show you real quick, because the one thing about the 6006S, I'm going to open up the canopy, is obviously the battery itself, same length as the 50 5000 milliamp Admiral, but it is a little thicker. So it does have, a little extra layer, obviously more milliamps. So we had to press the battery. It's got about 100 grams more than the 5000. So we just pushed the battery a little farther back than we had it, maybe even an inch.
It
seems significantly more.
Yeah, it's a decent amount back, but
to get to that, the proper CG point. So I just want to show you that this is where we're gonna go. So you ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. He's gonna put on 6000. Let me go grab the camera. Let's just do it. Raw. Turning on. I am rolling. Alex, you rolling?
Yep.
We are synced. Or give me a nice clap.
I thought.
There it is. Now we are synced.
Sure. All right, I got to take off flaps. High rates.
Thanks to Patrick.
You guys
I'm
ready
on
to
the
go?
Model. Ready to go whenever you are.
All right, I'm gonna taxi it out.
We got a perfect day here at the Cobb County Radio Control Club.
Very pretty out.
Cobb County, Georgia.
All right, I'm gonna line her up center on the runway. Make sure nobody's down there. Clear. Taking off right, left. A little bit more wind today, but no worries.
Well, you know how it is here. Every time we go to take off, the crosswind comes.
That's right, it likes us here.
It's the RC gods' way of having fun with us.
So I try to keep to that same format I did before. Just gonna turn it back in, get the power in, get it cruising down the line. Vertical at the end of the field. Roll it over.
Love it.
And ease that power back in. Stand her up for a big loop. I like that the weight doesn't really affect the performance of the airplane that much.
Yeah, like you said, you could feel it that it's heavier,
Yeah,
right?
it's heavier. You can feel it, but it's not so much that it changes the feel overall of the F-18.
Yeah. 5,000 is probably the sweet spot, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of guys, for the price differential between a 6,000 and a 5,000 for a lot of big 90s to get close to 6 minutes, I mean, it's worth it. I think that's always the biggest complaint with all jets is just flight times. You know, if you put the 6,000 in the Flightline Spitfire Corsair, you probably go 15 minutes in a prop plane. But the jet guys always have to suffer a little bit on flight times.
Try to bury it down into the trees here. Maybe a poor choice of words, but
Turn and burn. That's where we lost our run cam in the announcement video. Everybody called us out there. Never found it.
So good headwind here. I'm gonna put the flaps out, and with a little bit heavier an airplane, we'll try a little bit of slow flight with the headwind. We'll see what we can get. Well, more of a crosswind, but let's see here. There she is. Oh, there it is. Crosswind picking up nice now. There she is. Look at that.
There's the wind.
There it's hanging. All right.
She powers right out.
She does.
Awesome. Now, I guess explain a little bit. Obviously, you're going up and down on your throttle. You're managing your throttle. But part of that is also just the field we fly at. You can't be straight and fast all the time.
Yeah, it's definitely about just managing a little bit of the useful battery, really, and in the tight environment we have. Because if I get too fast, too quick, I don't have enough room to do the aerobatics that I want to do. The airplane's carrying too much momentum.
Yeah. Now, do you think if we had no trees surrounding our field, do you think you'd fly differently?
Yeah, I think so. I think if I didn't have the obstacles, and not only the obstacles, but the airspace obstacle, because right here where I'm at, there's a neighborhood right behind me, and they really, really don't like us flying over their houses. And so I'm constrained both by trees, but also just vertical airspace.
Yeah.
And then the same on this side, a dog park. So right here, it's about as far as I can go in that direction. And then at the end of the field, there's a road. So we're really limited on outward space, which is kind of why I like to work the vertical. I really have to work the vertical. Crosswind is coming quite nice now.
Yeah. Of course it is.
Of course it is. Why would it be? And now I got a 1 minute call, so I'm going to keep flying until I get my 30 seconds and just kind of play a little bit.
Love it. Who doesn't want to see more F-18C?
Just doing her thing.
The only thing wrong with this video is there's not more F-18Cs.
That's right.
We need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
Yeah. Give me 5 more and we'll make it happen. What do you think?
hopefully, yeah. Once this plane releases, I hope to be in an event with a bunch of guys we could all go up together.
All right, so we're just under our 30 seconds now. I'm gonna go ahead and do a gear pass, and let's see what the winds are doing to me right now. Probably have to land left to right, which is again that shorter distance for the field. So I'm gonna throw the gear and the flaps out, and I'm staying on high rate. And we'll just get ourselves a nice gear pass. Make sure everything is out where it needs to be. He's out.
Let it all hang out.
Let it all hang out. And there's our timer ticking down.
I gotta blur the plane. That was dirty. It's like airplane porn.
All right, I'm gonna dive under the trees here. So here's where I gotta go idle throttle, dive the nose down,
Yep, I'll
get
go
underneath
wide
the
to
trees.
show people. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm still idle throttle. Now I gotta touch the throttle back in just a hair. Ooh. There she's in and off into the grass. Long run. Yeehaw.
Let's go get her.
Happy. Oh yeah, she's good to go.
She's fine.
Actually, people were talking about the bottom door for the gear going through grass. She just went through grass and some tall stuff and they're fine.
No problem.
Good to
Yeah,
go.
that was great. Let's pull the cell checker out, which I did bring.
No
Because
way.
we're far away. Got her.
Wow.
I did
Got
it.
him.
I remembered this time. So here we are.
Okay.
I
Put it on
think
there.
we gotta go.
Okay.
I'll turn it.
I'll let you do it.
There we go. And 3.75. So
There
we're
it
at
is.
15% again. So a little below where you want to be for a storage charge, but I hope you see that you just get more flight times on a 90mm jet to fly close to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
That's fun.
I think it's worth the price difference for guys. Obviously, you just got to check, and we will do our due diligence to, you know, let everybody know which planes will fit the 6,000 pack. But majority of our 90mm are going to have no problem in canopy space. I'm already getting excited about the possibilities of the F-22 because the F-22 is going to have no problem with that big canopy there, getting that 6,000 in there, and the F-22 already gets great flight times on the 5,000. But you guys are going to be, I think you guys are going to love the 6,000 Admiral, and as most people I think know by now, Admiral's a pretty good pack, man. We got guys at the club here. A guy just showed me he's been flying his Admirals. He puts dates on them and marks every flight, and he's been burning some for 3 years, and they still look great. Obviously, battery maintenance. Remember, storage charge your batteries if you don't use them. Don't let them sit fully charged. You know, keep proper maintenance on any LiPo you get, and it'll last you the value of the price you spend for it. But Patrick, thank you so much for flying the F-18. I wish you had a better landing because you're a terrible pilot. But that was awesome. I think guys are gonna love it. And anybody looking for more information about the F-18, head over to Hobby Squawk forums. Join us on Facebook, and as soon as we know more about when this bad boy will be available, of course, we're gonna let everybody know. Subscribe to our email list as well. But that'll do it for us here. Thank you again. See you next time.